Okay, so here we are, and I'm not sure if the end of part one got cut off, but I did a quick battery swap and we are all good to go. I'm going to go all the way down Lakeshore, butting up against Long Branch, and then from there we're going to explore down by the water a bit and see what those trails have to offer. So without any further ado, let's get going on that. You know, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty easy to get overwhelmed with all the action down here. You gotta squeeze by cars, you don't really know where the bike lane starts or ends. You're just kind of weaving through the city streets here, hoping not to get hit. Can't really go on the sidewalk either, because that's considered taboo. There's definitely a notable difference, though, from last weekend to this weekend about how many people are out and about, and I am confident that has everything to do with weather. Let me just adjust the camera a bit. Okay. You got tons of awesome businesses down here, restaurants and bars. I'm just waiting until I recognize one. Here we are at Islington and Lakeshore. We are just cruising along at a nice speed here. Thankfully, it's not too intense on this side of the road just yet. Last weekend, I was dealing with a lot of buses cutting me off, and I'm very pleased with how much calmer it is this time around. Also, I was the only guy out last weekend on a bike in negative 10 degrees. And today there's quite a few of people actually. You can see a guy up there. This is definitely the newer part of New Toronto on Lakeshore. You can see the low-rise residential buildings on the left and the right. Got a nice little park atmosphere on the left side. The intersection here is 15th Street and Lakeshore. Let's see. This is Kipling here.
Are you trying to reach up into tunnel?
On the left side here, you will see Humber College. I believe on the left side is the residences for Humber College. I'm not entirely sure. But there's also some new developments here. Be curious to find out what that is or what its purpose is. Now what we are going to do is turn down left here because the boundary of New Toronto is pretty much here. The 7-Eleven is just the next intersection up. And here we go. Yep, that's for sure residence on the left side. Inside one of the windows it says on a sticky note, "I love my boyfriend." So I know it's a residence building for sure. So we are going to take this street here right down until we get to the lake and then explore around there a little bit what's happening. Let's cross the street here. Totally no idea what this building is on the left side. It might be laboratories. I'm not sure. That's sort of what our labs looked like when I was in university. Okay. Wow. Look at this. You can hear the waves already. And actually notice quite a sharp difference in temperature as well. I would say it's about 3 degrees colder here on the edge of the lake. Let's pull up here. Quite an amazing view. You can see all the industrial plants in the distance there. Sun reflecting off the water, sort of semi-wavy out today. Let's continue onwards. Quite an interesting part here because there's many fingers that go out into the water here and sort of provide these little pools of still water. Find this one quite awesome in particular. As you can see there, there's a couple standing on the edge. Actually, there's quite a few people walking there. But I'm not quite sure what is the point of these, because this whole area here, this whole watery circle is sort of surrounded by these rocks. Don't really know what the point of that is. I'd understand if it was a bunch of boats in here, but the marina is on the other side, so I find that quite interesting. Another look back there to where we came. There's lots of houses on the water here, privately owning the lakefront. Amazing. Let's continue. All right. Now over here, all we're going to do is get just a little bit of a different view at the marina. Nothing too special. That's what we got there. Huh. Would be hustling and bustling here like no tomorrow if it was the summertime. Let's continue on and see the boats up close. Through the fence, of course. Whoa, what was that? Oh, squirrel. Crackhead squirrels everywhere out here. They want food so badly because the winter is coming. They need to fatten up. Nobody's feeding them anymore. Well, would you look at that, eh? Lakeshore Yacht Club. Wow. I've never really seen the underside of a yacht before. I'm guessing these ones need a lot of repair. Yeah, there's guys over there repairing them. Okay. Let's continue. Oh wow, look at that. There's a bunch of gliders over there. Or is that a kite? Oh yeah, they're kind of kites. I don't really know what their exact name is called, but there's another guy sort of over there trying to set up another one. Oh, let's go check that out. I wonder what we can do to get over there. Well, let's go down here for a bit. Something tells me it's about to get really windy over here. Yeah, let's go right to the edge here, why not? Get a good view. Man, those guys have some intense gear over there. Whoa, no way. Those guys are out on the water. That's hilarious. Oh, look at this. That is so unbelievably cool. You got the city in the distance over there, and these guys just gliding all over the water with these kites. They're going like really fast too. Wow. That is so cool. Okay, let's keep moving. Just adjusted the camera a little bit. Look at this over here. Amazing view. Kind of hazy over there on the horizon. But before it gets dark, let's continue. And finish exploring these waterfront trails here. Guys are just packing up. Okay. It's very ripply here, up and down on these trails. Really weird. These bumps more or less won't be noticed though on camera because there's a, I believe on this camera they call it rock stabilization. Anyways, oh, look at that. It's a little bit of a beach there. Huh. I wonder what that looks like in the summertime if people really used it. Nice park over here. And I believe this is the beginning of Lakeshore Avenue. Not to be confused with the main strip, Lakeshore Boulevard. Lakeshore Drive, sorry. This is Lakeshore Drive. and it's two separate words, lake and then shore and then drive, whereas lake shore, boulevard is together. Now, what is this? 11th Street. Okay. Well, I know over there is a dead end, so I'm gonna have to go through the park here. That would be an awesome swim spot in the summertime in the middle of a residential area. Just a nice pool. Come through here. Okay.
Small, like, circular table.
Wow, this is extremely windy. I'm always afraid I'm gonna run over those rich ladies' dogs. The little yappy dogs, just run right over them. That's a nice view of the privately owned lakefront here. But I cannot get out from here, so I will have to double back. But you can see those guys with those flying contraptions. They're going really far out there. Actually, wait a minute. I think one guy's out there sailing. Oh, they're pretty far out there, that's for sure. Wow. This might have to be my thumbnail. We'll see. Either way, that is insane. Okay, so we have to go back and then through a daycare, I believe, to get up to street level again. Okay. Nope, never mind. No such detour was necessary. That is ridiculous. Someone is cutting their lawn in November. Almost December, actually. The 26th of November, to be exact. This is definitely a rich area, without a doubt. I remember last weekend going through this area and coming around this corner and just being blown away by the view. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Just this unobscured view of the city, which I find personally quite amazing. You can see all the way to the downtown core over there. Now, I believe there was one more spot at some point during this ride that you'd be able to see a view like that, if not better, but I'll have to check it out. Nice little residential areas here. There's quite a big notable difference actually, because this is definitely an older part of New Toronto. The houses are quite vintage looking. Actually, quite similarly to Long Branch, there must be some of those old houses from the late 1800s still here, because I know that even New Toronto was a place where a lot of the rich people back from the late 20th century vacationed here. So I think this is what I was thinking about when I was talking about the going through the daycare. But let me get up on the sidewalk here. Okay, we can get through here, I think. You know, one thing I did find quite fascinating about the area was that New Toronto was the place back in the late 1800s and early 1900s. It was literally the spot for industry, manufacturing and all that. There was many companies, big companies, that even relocated from other parts of the city, more further downtown Toronto, to come here, specifically just because this was such a well-known area for industrialization. And that slowly faded away over time, and I think the final nail in the coffin with that was Goodyear Tire, when they moved away from here, closed down their plant. Kind of trapped. Now, I don't know where this brings us. Oh, little beach here again, or beach road. But in any case, in the late 80s is when Goodyear Tire shut down in this area, and that was the biggest producer of jobs here. And so when that happened, that shutdown happened, there was a massive shift in this area for, well, away from industry, let's just put it that way, away from manufacturing. More retail type jobs, and people started having to commute to more downtown areas to find work. So actually, at one point in time, I believe New Toronto was the highest producing area per square mile in all of North America for a while in the early 1900s. There was many big companies that moved here, and the two of the biggest ones that I know of at that current time was Goodyear Tire and Campbell's Soup, and a couple other companies that aren't around now revolving around wallpaper and wood trimming, chandeliers, things like that. But let's go up this street here just to see where we stopped out at. Lakeshore West. Okay. Well, here we are on the edge of Mimico and New Toronto. Over there is where we started the video for Mimico, right on the corner there of Dwight Avenue and by the McDonald's. So what we are going to do now is end this video, and we are going to go stream a walk by Humber Bay Shores, all the way down the lakefront boulevard there, and then maybe film a little bit of the condos just to see what living there might be like. In any case, I am going to end this video here, and I will see you all very soon.